Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% true. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your household. All right, and this is Tuesday camp, right? The younger Dallas Bros, and in today's camp, we're just going to kick it off with basically how there's a reason why the Lord doesn't got this, speaking to the elect, or hopeful elect, why He making it to where you can't rest in this place, right? Because think of it as a favor the Lord doing for you, right? Because imagine if you was comfortable like, Alazar, right, the gorilla Hebrew. You'll be in the same mindset he was in. All right, 1,000 years. I don't mind coming back a couple more times. When scriptures, speak completely against this place. There's a reason why you shouldn't like being here, man, because this place is completely contrary unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. So when the hell's getting turned up, the closer we get to the end, look at it as a favor, because it'll make things that much easier to let go. We'll go ahead and go with that. Start with that, John.
This 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15, it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world."
God, so if you love the world by default, man, you ain't got the Holy Spirit dealing with you, right? Because everything that's in this world is nothing but straight wickedness in the society, right? So if you love Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, or if you're looking forward to the kingdom to come, right? You wouldn't be so caught up into this place. Bible Shah, can you get Ecclesiastes? I think it's like 7. That goes into the house of mourning. Bible Shah, I think it's 7. Because the elect ultimately, right? They're not going to be pleased with being in this place, right? As of right now, man, they're going to be in the house of mourning because of what? The wicked is still ruling, right? Though we see that his end is coming, we're rejoicing at that. But ultimately, as of right now, we still got to go to work. We still got to pay bills. We're still slave under Esau. So, there's still going to be mourning, right? Because our king, Yahweh Shah, is not in rule.
So Ecclesiastes 7 and 2, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart."
God, it is better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Why? Because if you're going into the house of feasting in this place, in other words, making this your rest, man, you by default making yourself an enemy of the Lord. And you don't want that. If you want to be a servant of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, you don't want that, right? You don't want to be loving this place because this place ain't filled with nothing but wickedness. So therefore, it's better to be in the house of mourning, right? We got forefathers example, man. Look at Lot, man. Right? He was vexed with the daily conversation of the wicked, vexed with his righteous souls, vexed with the deeds of the wicked daily. Right? So it's an everyday thing that you're going to be, not so happy, man, to be here. Not to say that, you ain't going to have your moments when you laugh, you smile, you'll be happy here and there. But overall, your spirit is not going to be, content with being in this place, man. I would say you can read more, unless you got something.
Yeah, I got a quick one for you. This, well, I'll read this. I'll skip down to verse 7. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart."
God, oppression maketh a wise man mad, right? So if you're not foolish, as the Lord said, my people are Sodom's children, right? Then guess what, man? You're gonna be mad as hell being in this place, man, because we see everything for what it is. Wherefore everybody else, they see it, but they're being willingly ignorant, right? In other words, they don't want to know what Esau got going on. They just want Esau just to be their master and just give them the little piece of crumbs they can get and be satisfied with that. Because Jay can't see past this place. So oppression maketh the wise man, and the gift destroy the heart. That's why you can't accept nothing from this devil, man. Right? That's why you got these other Israelite groups now. They're compromised, man. They can't use the names of the Lord. They can't really speak against the government. Right? They got to tiptoe around everything, changing up the doctrine.
It's a gag order because of that gift. Yep. It come with exceptions, man. You know, if you want a slice of Esau's pie in this world, on this side, man, it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you your integrity. And it's going to cost you to really, okay, shut up, all right, when it pertains to confessing the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. And not just his true, actual, proper names, okay, that's for starters, but ultimately it's doctrine, okay, because you got men like Sakari, right? They teaching the correct names, Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, okay, ISUPK, they acknowledge the correct names, but see, the thing is, they call upon, well, they say the right names, but they're not calling upon it in truth. That's why, can I get this real quick in Psalms?
Yeah, you got it.
Because there's a way you're supposed to call upon the Lord's way, upon his name.
Yep.
This is Psalms 145 and verse 18. It says, the Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. See, you got to call upon him in truth. And where do you get the truth at? In this doctrine, man. Okay, the doctrine of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, man. So that's ultimately how you confess the name of Yahweh Shai. So, as that being said, as we stated earlier, there's a gag order, man. Jake has taken the slice of Esau's pie, whether they've done it directly, okay, they made underhand deals with Esau, Edom, or the spiritual demon Satan just has them to compromise their integrity, and now they're backpedaling them from the true doctrine. Okay, it could be from any facet of the doctrine, whether you go into Deuteronomy, okay, or going into the great law, okay, the big one, the RFID, you know what, man. All right, that Revelation 13:16. All right, see, Jake is tiptoeing around that, which this is the time where you should really be speaking about that, all right, on an everyday basis, man. All right, but what it is, as the priest been beautifully going into, okay, Jake is compromised, man. Jake has no integrity. That's something that King David was prodded upon by Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Okay, King David asked the Lord to feed his flock with the integrity of his heart, man. See, it takes integrity to truly, okay, preach the correct doctrine, okay, consistently, man. That takes integrity. That takes mental, spiritual, and testicular fortitude, man, because it's going to be harder and harder. The climate that we're in, the social climate that Esau is creating, is going to be harder and harder, okay, harder and harder to basically, okay, do what we do. It's going to be less convenient to confess the names of Yahweh by Shemal Vashah, man. All right? And a lot of Jake, they're folding already. They're bowing the knee to this system. You know, but you got it, bro.
Baba Shah, can you get Titus 1 in the last verse? I'm going to go ahead and read this Titus real quick since I'm already there. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 1, because this is what we commanded to do. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Right? So we're supposed to be speaking sound doctrine, which is that sound doctrine is the 100% truth. Right? Because, you know, it could have just said doctrine. Right? Because there's many doctrines out there where doctrine goes into teachings. But sound doctrine, man, that's the 100% truth, right? There's only could be one sound doctrine. So we're commanded to speak sound doctrine, not twist it, not turn it, not add in, take away, all right? Because you're gonna fulfill Revelation 22, what the last two verses in that, right? If you add onto this word, I'm gonna add plagues onto you. If you take away, take your name out of the book of life. That's all you're doing, you know. And Bible say, go ahead and get that Titus. God, I got it. This Titus chapter 2, verse 1, it says, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
Right. And, okay, sound, when you go to that word sound, it means healthy. Okay, healthy doctrine. See, this is what's restoring the elect back to health. Okay, yeah. As we've been battered and bruised and, okay, diseased, all right, through this captivity, slavery, all right. And what does it say? In Isaiah, the 1st chapter, speaks about how, okay, we have no soundness in us from the head, from the sole of our head, from the sole of our feet to the crown of our head. That's putrefying sores. Well, this sound doctrine is what's making us healthy again, man. All right, but these other camps, all right, these other philosophies, all right, they're feeding their congregation GMOs, man. All right, there ain't nothing healthy in the fucking GMOs. You know, it may feel like you're getting full, okay, but there's no substance to it. There's no nutrition to it, man. All right. You want that Titus 1?
Yeah, one last verse.
All right. This is Titus 1 and 16. I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
God, there's nothing pure. Right? And it's going to be shown, it's going to be shown within their works. You know, how they treat brothers, how they treat the Lord. Right? First and foremost, starting with the names. As the brother said, man, you know, they might have the names, But let's be honest, man. Like majority of the time, I don't really hear them saying the names as much as we do. They might say Yahushua here and there, but then every other sentence they'll be like Christ, Christ, Christ.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, like why don't you say Hamashiach?
Hey, well, even when they do say the names, the doctrine that's behind it that they pushing is bullshit, man.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, because you gotta consider when you read in the scriptures, man, the false prophets. Like when you read Jeremiah the 28th chapter, which we always get the 8th verse, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many, nations of war, evil, and plagues. Well, that was pretty much a dialogue, I guess you could say a dialogue between, Jeremiah and that false prophet. I believe his name was Hananiah, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, Hananiah, can you mind looking that up? Well, I'll get it for you because you teaching. But the false prophet in Jeremiah 28, he was actually speaking in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. So the false prophets, they use the correct names too. But it's just a doctrine that's behind it. It makes it bullshit, man. So they're not calling upon the name of the Lord in truth. You see? That's not the real sacrifice that the Lord is looking for, man. All right?
They're providing a wicked and really just being a wicked and slothful servant, man. You got the names, but you ain't presenting up the right kind of sacrifice. And then expect the Lord to accept the sacrifice. Be like, I did preach your name.
Right.
But like, what was behind that name, man? Right, as the brothers was going into, what was behind that name that you was preaching, man? Nothing but folly, man. Right, teaching the nation of Israel to be comfortable, be chilling, thinking they got time here. They're not pushing. I guess what they like to say. Well, Alazar said, doomsday prophets. Man, yeah, we prophets of doom, man, because we tearing down the destruction of this place, and it's going with according to prophecy.
Hey, if you're not a prophet of doom, what are you out here for, man?
Exactly.
What did the Lord tell Jeremiah in the first chapter? He says, I'm going to touch your mouth, and I'm going to put my words in you, and with you, I'm going to tear out and pluck up, many nations. That's doom. That's destruction, man. When you go to that word destruction, D means to take away, it's going to structure. So to take away structure, bro, like that's what the prophets do. The Lord, through the inspiration of the Lord, they speak the Lord's words, and it's totally destroying, this society, man, or whichever wicked empire that is that's on the scene at that time, man. From the top to the bottom, from starting with Jerusalem, we had to drink that cup, we had to be destroyed. All right, now we're coming back into health, but now, we're speaking destruction to all you heathen nations, man. All right, starting with Esau, Edom.
God, did you find what you was looking for or not?
Yeah.
Because if you want, you can get that.
Oh, I didn't get that title.
Oh, yeah, we finished that, then we'll go back.
Yeah, that false prophet's name was Hananiah, by the way. Yeah. All right, but, we just brought that out because he was using the correct name of the Lord, too. So that don't mean nothing, man. That don't phase us. As Scripture says that the trial of man is in his reasoning, it's in his speech, So you don't really know what a man is like until he starts to open up his flapper. What the old head said, they flapper, man. Because Scripture say to test the spirits by the spirits, man. To see whether the thing that they say is true, So just because you use the name of Yahweh Shah, that don't phase us over here, man. Okay? It's all about the doctrine that's behind that. But this is Titus 1:16 for you. It says, they profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
Exactly what we were just going into about these false groups, man. Right? They profess they know the Lord, right? You might got the names. That's the beginning. Don't get me wrong. That's the beginning. But there's so much more than just knowing the names, right? It's the doctrine behind you, man. You know the Lord, but in your works, man, you're showing that you are a reprobate, bro. Right? You showing that you're not a servant of Yahweh Bashion Shah, right? But yeah, man, we can go ahead and go back to the what was that? 1 John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 John 2:16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
And all them things is of the world, man. Right? If the Lord gave you your comforts, aka your consolation, which is what these 2/3 got, right? In this world, man, guess what? You're gonna love this place, man. No matter how defiled it is, you're gonna turn a blind eye to everything, man.
And you're gonna take that sea hill, man.
Exactly, bro.
Okay? And that's how Esau caters to you people. He uses he uses the sensual nature. The sensual nature of man. Okay? Oh, it looks just like he did with Eve. With the fruit. which we know that's going into a philosophy of doctrine, okay? But it says it was desirous, okay, to the eyes to make one wise. So Esau caters to the flesh, man, okay? And ultimately, all right, he's gonna play up on your flesh, all right, to ultimately bow the knee, all right, and to solidify a stamp that you want to be a perpetual slave to him, man, by starving you out, cutting off particular benefits and comforts, you see. And if you're not, tapped into the spirit, all right, well, you're gonna give way, okay? You're gonna lose your integrity. Well, you're not gonna really lose it, because really only the elect has the integrity. You're gonna lose what you seemingly have, like Yahweh shall say, that shall be taken away from him, which he seems to have. Yeah. So the time for playing all these games and hiding behind the bushes, as if you really down with the truth, but deep down inside you not. Okay, we're in the times where the Lord is making everything manifest, man. So it's harder and harder to fake. Okay, who's really down for this thing and who's not, man? Okay, because it's about to be less convenient to come out here. Okay, to come out here to the highways and byways and preach. It's gonna be less convenient. All right, to do your online, all right, video epistles. They're speaking about tying your your internet IP address to a digital ID, man. Okay, so they know who everybody is, what you teach, and that's going to be directly tied to your bank account, man. So are you prepared? And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, but we should have already counted the cost, right? Exactly. So are we prepared? This is a question you got to ask yourself. Are you prepared? Okay, to lose everything you got, even if that means your life. Okay, for the sake of this truth, for this doctrine, man. All right, because if not, well, that's something that you're gonna have to face very soon. We all gonna have to face, man.
Yep. All of us gonna have our Garden of Gethsemane moment. So it's the Lord, he's gonna do a favor for his man by putting him through that hell right now. Even though it's trying them, it's building them up, it's preparing them for the time that they can get ready to go into. Right? Because Lord, he could easily just made us just comfortable, get what we want and stuff. But honestly, we're not even in the time for that, man. And plus, on top of that, this is punishment anyway. Right. So we can go ahead and get that Michael 2 and 10.
God. Can I get one more in 1 John?
Yeah, go ahead.
1 John 2:17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
God, he, that's the elect, right? That does the will of Yahweh Hashem. Them are the ones that's gonna, get the kingdom the first go around, man. Because guess what? There's an end to this world, right? I forgot what brother said. I think it was you that said it in one of your videos. I think that was going into man, when someone's about to when you're about to get kicked out of your house, you don't sit there and start buying TVs, more furniture, stuff like that.
For your Juan be saying that.
Yeah, I think it's brother Juan. You don't do all that knowing that you're finna get ready to get kicked out the house, right? No, bro, you prepare yourself okay, let me go ahead and get this shit out, get yourself step. You don't get more comfortable, right? So
that's a lot. I didn't mean to catch you. You got it.
You good, bro? You good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that's what niggas do, man. They know good and damn well they 6 months behind their rent, but them niggas still buying big ass 70-inch plasma screen TVs, PS5s, just add more shit inside the house, knowing good and damn well you late on you a whole half a year late. Every month you going to your landlord, please, I probably got the next month, But they already got it set up, man. They about to kick your ass out. You see? But that's what the Lord's about to do to Esau, because he done worked up a tab that, bro, he can't pay this shit, man. Okay, it's gonna cost him his life. Okay, and 1,000 years of hardcore captivity. But yet Jake want to build in this place, man. This is a condemned house. That's about to be that rock is about to come. All right, Yahweh shot that wrecking ball. Like when you see condemned, built, old, dilapidated, high rises, they got that big ass, boulder, attached to that crane that just swing. Yeah, the demolition crew. Well, Yahweh Shah and the angels, that's the demolition crew, man. Okay, also known as the carpenter. Yahweh Shah is a carpenter, man. All right, you read Zechariah, the 1st chapter, the Lord's he's sending for those 4 carpenters, which that last carpenter is Yahweh Shah. Okay, he's gonna bring his demolition crew. All right, the angels. And then, you can't forget about the 144,000 that's gonna be endowed with spiritual powers, man. They gonna have part, okay, in demolishing this place, man. Jeremiah 51:20. All right, but then that's when the kingdom of heaven is going to be built too. You know?
Exactly, man. So, you know, the Lord, like, you know, just going back to my point, you know, just, hey, the Lord is doing us a favor by, you know, taking things away from us, especially now because, you know, brothers are going through it right now, right? Brothers, they're probably, they ain't got as much money as they used to, you know, or like if they do, they're not as comfortable as they was. You know, the Lord's affecting you some point in your, somewhere in your life to get a proper sacrifice out of you that he knows that's gonna affect, prepare you for what's to come. You know, because you know, like you know, just me personally, and I know every brother going through this. There's things that Lord, there's a couple comforts that the Lord took away from me. But you know, we've been blessed with the understanding to understand, with the knowledge to understand that like He's doing it to prepare me to let things go. You know, because at some point, man, you know, we're not going to be out here forever. We ain't going to be going to our jobs forever. We ain't going to be able to, you know, go out fishing, playing the game, doing our hobbies forever, bro. Eventually it's going to stop. Eventually we're going to get very uncomfortable. Eventually it's not going to be easily accessible to get food, man. So the Lord prepares us for those things, man. Right, by putting that hell in it, on us, you know. But yeah, if you ain't got nothing else,
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
God, this is not our rest, all right? And the Lord is doing us a favor by keeping us from being too comfortable, all right? Because you know, there's sometimes you know when the Lord doesn't mess you up, even with a certain amount of time, you be like, oh shit, like something ain't right. You know, we all can testify to that. You know, you might go a period of time, Lord, actually, you know, the hell's not as bad on you, right? You be like, damn, like Lord, like you know, you dealing with me. You know, it's like just a thought that comes because you know we're more used to not really getting our way than to get our way. So when things do go our way, you know, we'll question it sometimes, right? But you know, we're coming into the times where the Lord, man, it's gonna get worse, right? So with that getting worse, yeah. So with it getting worse for us in each of our individual lives, just keep in mind that the Lord's doing it to prepare us for the times we're about to come into, right? So remember, we're coming into some times never seen before, man. Right? At last, as it says in Jeremiah, at last for that day is great, there is none like it. We're coming to days that are there that we have never seen ever. Right? So, you know, Lord God, He gonna have to do something to prepare us right. You know, wherefore these niggas they're all they're doing, they're just getting fattened up for the slaughter. Right? Missile food. You know, for us, we're not being missile food, man. Okay, Jay got the one we want. That's cool, right? You might lose your woman, you might lose your car. You might lose your job. You might be put in, you know, certain uncomfortable situations. Why to keep you from being from getting too comfortable, man? Right? Lord, keep you from making this your rest. Because if you do, as it says in the end of that verse, it's gonna pollute you. And we got First John, how if you love the world, you don't love the Father not in you. Right? So with that being said, man, the Lord doing this as a favor to us, as well as building us up, man. Lord's killing too many birds with one stone. We're doing it. You know?
Okay, go ahead. This Genesis 19. When you read this, Genesis 19 is going into Sodom and Gomorrah, ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, which you can parallel this into Babylon the Great, aka America, aka spiritual Sodom, Revelation 11 and 8. Okay, because the same freakisms go on here, man. It says Genesis 19 and 14 in the NLT. You got it. It says, so Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés or his sons-in-law, quick, get out of the city. The Lord Yahweh is about to destroy it. But the young men thought he was only joking.
Damn.
That's spirit Jake.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, that's the spirit of Jake, man. Jay thinking that we just playing. Y'all been saying this for like 20 years. Y'all been saying it for 10 years. You know, because, you know, it'll be Scarface that been hearing this for a minute. Yeah, y'all been saying this since 22, you know, but it's going to be a point that you're going to wish that we was out here. What was that, Amos 9:11? Right, how it's going to be a famine of the word. And when that famine of the word happens, you're going to be looking for the prophets in that day. Right? It's all fun and games until it's not. Until when shit get real. Right? Until you can't go to that store. Until you lose your job. Until you see what the prophets have been saying starting to come to pass. You know? And in the meantime, you know, the Lord, He preparing His man, but as you scoffers, man, y'all just getting worse. Right? Y'all just getting worse and worse and worse and not taking heed. Therefore, the Lord's gonna leave you to the fruit of your own way. As it says in Proverbs 1 in like verse 20 something. You know? But we can get James 1 and I think 2. Bible Kashan.
This is James chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
God, so count it all joy when you fall in diverse temptation, man. When the Lord puts you through it, right? Because we know what it says in Hebrews 12. No chastening is joyous, but grievous, right? But like there's fruit that comes from that, man, right? When you endure that trial that the Lord put you through, He put you in an uncomfortable situation, man. You get growth from that. So not only that He's keeping us from making this our rest, He's building us up within that, right? Within the hill that we catch on a day-to-day basis, right? And what was it says? I think it's Sirach 2, verse like 4, how it goes into it, man, how He's trying us by the fire, right? So it's like, man, the Lord called with it, man. That's all just going into not making this our rest, man. Right? Ultimately, just making us suffer. 1, because we deserve it. 2, to build us up. 3, to keep us from enjoying this place. Because let's be honest, if Jake got whatever he wanted in this place, man, like we all be chilling. Right? If we had like multiple mobs right now, all in order, right? We had no financial problems, right? Like, bro, Jake would be not tripping. Jake would be chilling, man. And the Lord, He's keeping us from getting in that spirit. Now, don't get me wrong, Lord's still gonna bless brothers with particular things. But like we're not really in the time to where the Lord finna just be immensely doing that. Nah, Lord's like, nah, you need to get this right, and that's different for every individual brother. God, you got it, bro.
There's Luke 6 and 25 in the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? For a time of awful hunger awaits you.
God, so what? My bad. Read that again.
Yeah. It says, what sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now?
Yeah, so what sorrow awaits you for who are fat and prosperous now? That's let you know that it's gonna flip, right? It's gonna flip, man. Jake, the elect, man, the hopeful elect, they're not gonna be in the house of mourning forever, bro.
Yeah, right. A lot of Jake, bro. Hey, even Jake say, whenever they doing good, man, I'm living fat. Meaning that you doing good, man. I'm eating good. Like just wrong, wax fat and kick. Well, hey, a lot of Jake, bro, hey, they got what they want. Like you said, they got the women, they got the cars, they got that 750 credit score. They got that 1-bedroom apartment, that new luxury 1-bedroom apartment. That's all that you could, because like our apostle say, you can buy a nigga for cheap. So Jake, they got what he want, man. But see, that's the Lord setting your ass up, man. Like that nigga Anton Daniels, okay, mocking us, saying, oh, y'all broke, y'all dusty. He sound like a bitch, man. That's what a bitch say, y'all dusties. And he driving by with his Porsche. Man, we don't give a damn about this shit, man. But nonetheless, dudes like that, okay, dudes like that, okay, it's a great sorrow coming for him, man. You see, because ultimately at the end of the day, in order to keep all that, you're gonna have to bow the knee. And really, you're not gonna keep that shit, man. Esau ain't gonna let you keep that. Then you still gonna have to bow the knee. So you're gonna lose regardless, man. We're in a time for you people to lose, okay? And the men of the Lord to start to the men of the Lord been winning. The victory is already given, but it's about to be made manifest. Psalms 31 in the NLT particularly, it says that the Lord is going to reward those. Okay, He's going to reward the godly before the watching world. So y'all people, just like we've been watching y'all so-called winning. Okay, all these fucking smile. I'm tired of going to public. Okay, seeing these niggas smile, man. What the fuck you smiling for? Ain't shit happy, man. Why the men of the Lord catching hell, brothers sick, brothers losing jobs. Although the Lord is sustaining us still, but it's just like these people, like, they don't know what sorrow is like, man. Exactly. But the Lord's about to flip all that shit, man. But I'll finish it for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Luke 6 and 25 NLT. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? For a time of awful hunger awaits you.
God, so a time of awful hunger, physically as well as even more spiritual, because as I quoted earlier about that Amos 9:11, right? There's a reason that they're gonna be seeking the prophet, man. It's gonna be a famine of the word. They're not gonna be able to just be like, oh man, hey, there they go again. They're not gonna be able to do that, man. Right? They're gonna be like, oh shit, like what did he say again? It's not gonna be like what these niggas be doing. Like I'm looking at Elder Manata Zappa, one of his lessons, that the nigga just straight like just fucking up the names. He does it as a joke, as mocking. It's gonna be a time where he's gonna be like, shit, like what is this real name for real? I was like, what was they saying for real? He ain't gonna be like Hawashi or whatever he was saying. As a joke, and that vexed me, bro, and as it should. because like niggas think this shit is a joke.
He might be a terror, man.
Yeah, mess around. You know, he might be in terror doing all that shit, but you know, like it's, you know, we understand it is all written for it. Hey, this is gonna be more 2/3 than it is gonna be of 1/3, man. The elect. You know, so the ones that are sitting fat, the ones that, you know, that are pretty much settled on their leaves, guess what, man? You got destruction coming your way. You know, and it's gonna happen sooner than later, man. Y'all already not happy about, you know, Donald Trump with what he's doing. Hell, the Edomites is already like, damn, we should have listened. You know, now black community, let's join together. You know, we should have took heed. And it's like, bro, like,
oh, his approval ratings just dropped this week to all-time low. Over half the countries, and they're in disapproval with Donald J. Trump, man. Exactly, bro. A lot of these red-blooded Edomites, these NASCAR watching, Bud Light drinking, hot dog eating Edomites, bro, they mad as hell. You know, because they see it like, God damn, he's playing right apart. Okay, with the plans of the elites. You know, like, damn, we thought we was about to, you know, be set back good, make America great. Okay, to strengthen the middle class. But it's like, damn, eggs fucking $40. You know, it's a limit on how many eggs you can get. You know, so yeah, man, everybody losing, man.
Exactly. Was that it on that?
It's some more.
Nah, you got it, bro.
Luke 6:25 NLT. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? For a time of awful hunger awaits you. What sorrow awaits you who laugh now? For your laughing will turn to mourning and sorrow.
God, for your laughing will turn to mourning and sorrow. So, you know, hey, go ahead and enjoy it while you can now. And it ain't much time, because when the time comes, guess what? And damn, I forgot. I know it's in the Apocrypha how in the time of affliction, there's a forgetfulness.
I got you right here.
Yeah. Oh, you got it? Hey, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
In Sirach chapter 11, in verse 25, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Yep, in the day of prosperity, man, these niggas are living prosperous right now, bro. Right? There's a forgetfulness affliction. These niggas not worried about what Donald Trump is really doing. Right? They're not worried about how the economy system how it's gonna fall. They're not worried about what the prophets gotta say. They ain't worried about the Lord. They chilling, bro. Shit, they just gotta raise their job, man. They just got a new car, man. They just got a new chick that they really mess with, or whatnot. No, Jay chilling, bro. You know. So in the time of prosperity, there's a forgetful of affliction, right? So they're not there. Man, their mind is far from the Lord, bro. You know. Go ahead, bro.
And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
Exactly. They're gonna forget all that shit when they get smacked in the face with what's about to come, man. Right? The destruction that's gonna come, seeing their loved ones go right before their eyes, losing everything right before them, realizing that, like, damn, like, man, being ignorant was not the move. Right? Because like I said, man, these people are being just willfully ignorant at this point, man. You know, hey, Jake knows that they're Israelites, right? Jake heard the names, man. Jake know that, you know, this system is not going to continue forever. Jake know what the prophets are saying is true because it's coming to pass. They just don't want to accept it because they're wicked, you know. So they trying to be prosperous and enjoy it just so they can get the affliction. But it's gonna be a time when you gonna have to take that shot straight raw, no mixture. You know, it's really gonna be the worst for Esau, Edom. But hey, it's gonna be bad for you niggas too. But you got some?
I got 2nd Esdras 4:26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, if the place where the evil is sown passes not away, then cannot it come that is sown with the good. And, you know, like you're going into the fact that Jakes, they know who they are, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to comprehend the glory that we are going to receive when we go into that kingdom. You know, and we know that it's not the time right now because the wickedness that has been planted, you know, since Adam, it hasn't been reaped yet. You know, Yahweh Shai had to came with that sickle and, you know, really had that harvest shit, you know. So, like you said, they're just being blatantly ignorant, you know, no matter what but at the end of the day, no matter what, they're never going to be able to comprehend this. It wasn't given to them.
Hey, yeah, beautifully said, bro. And that was it on that, right? That was it, kind of. Yeah, you got it, bro. Oh, you got it. Okay.
So, 2nd Esdras 16 and verse
I started at 47 on GNT. Anyone who makes money would do so only to see it violently taken away. Is the point. The more possession people gather, the more they spend on their city and houses, the more attention they give to their personal appearance, the more angry the Lord will become with them because of their sin.
Man. Hey, if I can add real quick, can you read that one part about the personal appearance?
Gotcha. It says, start off with it. It says the more they spend on their cities and houses.
Oh, that's Esau, man. Bro, it pisses us off when we see all this fucking new construction.
Yeah.
You know, like everywhere you go, it's like some new construction. They shutting this road down so they could build, another overpass and interstate and just all, But the Lord, that's pissing the Lord off even more, man. Like it says in Malachi, they shall build, but I will throw down, man. Because their inward thought is that the houses shall continue forever, man. But see, that's the Lord, just like he did in ancient Egypt, he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. But you got it out.
That was the same thing. That was the same thing they was doing back in during the time of Noah, during the time of Lot. That's why Yahweh Shah said that. He had mentioned that his return is gonna be likened unto those times. Like, people was doing the same thing, building. You know what I'm saying? Like we reading. But it was pissing the Lord off the whole time. It says, the more they spend on their city and houses, the more attention they give to their
on their houses. You got these TV shows like what's that, the makeover, extreme makeovers, man. Like, bro, especially these nigga women, they love that shit, man. But that's pissing the Lord off too. Right. All right, you got it.
It says, the more attention they give to their personal appearance.
The more attention they give to their personal appearance, you got niggas with spray on hairlines. You got all these bitches going to Brazil for BBLs. Okay, but yet this shit about to be destroyed, man. Okay, so the Lord, he's look like he say in Psalm 7, the Lord looking down from heaven, he's angry with the wicked every day, man. Okay, because y'all just, everything you're doing, you just flipping a giant middle finger to the Lord, man. Okay, like he ain't gonna do good or evil, like it say in Zephaniah. And a lot of you Israelites in that same spirit. Okay, Alazar, getting all that attention to his personal appearance. He be posing on the camera with his feet like a Hoover Crip, with his fancy shoes, Hebrew and a Hellcat, all these fucking fitted hats, man. Like, bro, what the fuck that got to do with the times we in right now, man? Right. Scriptures say there's a time to give and there's a time to take away, man. Yeah. We're in the times of things being taken away from us, man. Not to get, not to acquire, man. That's what this is going into. This is an end time mindset right here.
It says the more attention they give to their personal appearance, the more angry the Lord will become with them because of their sin.
Yep. And that's the spirit, once again, as we've been going into. Of course, it's world, but a lot of you Israelites, the circumcised, those of you who know you Israelites, man, okay, paying attention to your Passover, you got these illustrious, garments, like IUIC, they got line dances, they got fashion shows, like, bro, judgment coming, man, but that has to be fulfilled. Just like prophecy on the right-hand side is being fulfilled through the elect. On the left-hand side, it's got to be fulfilled, through the 2/3, doing 2/3 activities, man.
The whole thing it was talking about people building houses, doing everything, but the Lord didn't say nothing about them thinking about the Lord. Right. That's all you see on social media, where they come from people we went to school with, or either particular family members, man. You see, all they talking about, it's building up, I got to get this money. All their whole conversation is about carnal shit and nothing about the Lord at all, man. The only time a nigga want to cry out to the Lord or think about the Lord is when he going through something, man. You see?
When they going through their affliction, right? When they going through their affliction, they ain't thinking about the good they had. When they going through their affliction, they're thinking about the Lord. So, man, the Lord, like I said, man, going back to the beginning, man, the Lord doing us a favor by putting the hell that he been putting on us, man. How it's increasingly getting worse, but we still good. We feel like we walking on eggshells, barely being above water. Man, that's a favor from the Lord to keep us in the right mindset, man. Right. Because we can always be like them, pretty much. Might be being good. Hell, shit, Lord, I'm blessed with a nice looking woman, and she actually act right or better than most or whatever.
It's a better demon,
pretty much. Because it don't take much to satisfy Jake here, bro. Like as you said, bro, man, Jake can get an apartment and some cars and a car and a nice girl, and that's it. It really don't take much, So Lord doing us a favor by keeping us in the state of pretty much mourning, by putting that hell on you, even including with the lesson you went into, bro, with that thorn, man. Right, having that thorn, man, that thorn is a reminder to us too, man, that how filthy we are, and it's really used to keep us humble, man. Right. Remember that, man, we got to get out of here, bro. Because if everything was sweet, man, we wouldn't be thinking about getting out of here just like them, because they think it's sweet. But the Lord, He blessed us to open our eyes to see that, man, shit ain't sweet. Right? Matter of fact, I got something coming better for you, man. So look forward to that.
Shit. Nah, make your point, bro.
And hey, Lord bless us to keep going. And the Lord willing, He allows us to endure to the end and keep that sight, man, as Yahushua did, as it says in Hebrews 12:2, man, how He endured the cross by focusing on the joy set before Him. Because as the hell get worse, man, all we can do is just focus on Yahushua and the joy we got coming, because that's all we got. So it's called all Yahushua for the hell that He does put on us and allow us to endure within that process, because He could put the hell on us and it can destroy us. But the Lord knows what can't destroy us. He knows the limits that we can take. So with that being said, man, hey, call all Yahushua, count it all joy. But yeah, Bob Shai, you can go ahead and get that. You got something? Okay. Yeah, we'll get this fresh real quick. Yeah, 37 times.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38.
So nothing new under the sun, man. As I said, as the days of Noah, which is really Noah, were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. And it's going to explain what was going on. Go ahead.
Verse 38. Whereas in the days they were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark.
Exactly, man. In other words, niggas continued in their folly as Noah was preaching the coming. Oh man, not the coming. That the rain. Well, yeah, the rain that was coming, man. The flood that was coming. All right. So it's gonna be pretty much no different now, man. These niggas they're gonna be stuck in their folly. They're not gonna get it until it's too late, and then they're gonna fully learn after death by pain, as it says in 2 Esdras 9 and 12. But
that's what the Lord told Isaiah in Isaiah the 6th chapter. The Lord says, "Go and tell this people, indeed, hear, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people heavy, and their ears fat." And Isaiah asked the Lord a question: "Well, how long is this going to happen? How long is this going to go on?" And the Lord responded, says, "Till the cities be wasted, man." So like you said, till it's too late. Because they got the same spirit Lot's nephews got, or his sons-in-law. Okay, they thought that the Lot was playing around, playing all day. We ain't out here playing, bro. Starting with our beloved apostles and their teachers and the men on down. Okay, clearly we're not playing, bro. Exactly. Brothers gone, hey, apostles, been in jail behind this. Okay, catching hell, affliction. Us brothers catching hell and affliction. Okay, brothers giving up particular jobs and positions. Okay, sacrificing families for this, man. We ain't playing. Why? Because we believe the report. At the end of the day, it all boils down to that essence. That core nucleus is do you believe the report? Isaiah 53 and 1. Do you believe Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed? Do you believe that the chariots is going to beam up the elect? Do you believe you're going to be changed? Do you believe in Yahweh while Yahweh Shah? Do you believe that report?
The resurrection.
That's a big one, man. Beautiful. Because that's the same faith that our forefathers had, is that resurrection. Do you believe in a resurrection? If not, you wasting your time. And you ain't going to have hope in Jacob's trouble, man.
Right.
As death is all around you. Well, what the hell is going to give you that push, that fuel to keep going, man? Okay, believing in the resurrection.
Right.
Even if I got to give up my life as a martyr, okay, well, I'm going to be raised up, okay, into resurrection. Hey, look at the hope that the mother and her 7 sons had in 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter. What was their hope?
Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah.
What was their hope? The resurrection. Oh, we're going to be back. And you, oh Nicanor, okay, or who was that heathen king?
It might have been what is it? It started with a B or something like that.
Bacchides. Yeah. But it was an Edomite, okay? He said, but they said, but you, okay, you're gonna be destroyed, and we know the fate of you Edomites, man.
Right.
You're gonna go into captivity for hardcore 1,000 years, man. All right, and then you're gonna be destroyed, man. So, but as we were saying, everything boils back down to, okay, the resurrection. You believe in that. 1 Corinthians 15, Paul says, if you don't believe in resurrection, well, your faith is in vain, man. You're wasting your time.
Did you have something?
Psalms 127. I'll read it for you.
God, yeah.
The Psalms 127 and 1, it says, except the Lord, Yahweh Bashimah shall build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain.
God, so unless it was inspired by Yahweh Bashimah Shah, they labor in vain, like Esau with his false prophets, man. Right? These other camps, because like we said earlier, man, these other camps, but they're compromised. Hell, the Christians really. That's the biggest one. Anti-Christians, right? So they're compromised completely, man. Them are false prophets, right? The things that they're doing is in vain. But unless it was by the Lord, which is what he got risen up now, man. Right? Jacob, man, Israel, right? Starting with Abba Bivens, all the way trickle all the way down to now, man. We're just starting with Apostle Hart, man, and apostles on down. So unless it was by Yahweh Shai, these prophets, these prophets are waking in vain, man. So what they're saying is not gonna come, is gonna come to naught. For what we're saying through the power of Spirit Yahweh Shai is gonna come to pass, right?
And the scriptures go into Yahweh Shai spoke about that parable about the wise man building his house upon a rock, and the foolish man building his house upon sand, man. You see, we coming into that time. That's what, like the brother just read in Psalms 127. It says, "Except the Lord build that house, man." So if you're not built up on that foundation, you see that true foundation of Yahweh Shai, your house is gonna fall. Whatever you have been building up, just taking this during this grace period, all right, whether it's to the spirit or to the flesh, if you ain't building up on the right foundation, it's gonna collapse when that storm comes, man. All right.
Got it. That right foundation is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the way to get delivered. That's the way to salvation. So if you don't have that cornerstone upon your house, what you build up, then guess what? The house is gonna fall over. You see, the Lord's gonna get ready to bring great tribulation. We're about to be in a time period of great testing. You see, the hour of temptation. That's when they're gonna mandate that C to the H to the I to the P, man. All right, and you're gonna have to either bend the knee or you're gonna have to worship Yahweh Shai. You're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna worship Esau Edom, or you're gonna worship the Lord. In order to worship the Lord, you can't bow down. You're not gonna be able to take that implementation inside of your hand or your forehead, man. See? And that's what we're about to walk by faith fully. We're already doing it now, but you're gonna really fully have to stand on what you believe in these times we're coming into. You get that Revelation 3 and 10?
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Yeah, you held fast to the word, the scriptures, man. The promises Yahweh Shai promised. You held fast to all the things the Lord said he was going to do. See? That's you're going to have to stand on what you believe in. So all the stuff we've been preaching about, you got to stand on that in these coming times, the hour of temptation. You got it, bro.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
He will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And when you get this sign right here, this is what the hour of temptation is. When they mandate that that C to the H to the P, man. This is the hour of temptation. And you're either going to take this, or you're not going to be able to be a part of the society no more, man. You're not going to be able to make purchases. You're not going to be able to go to work. You're not going to be able to go into certain stores and establishments. You see, you're basically going to be cast out of society if you don't take that C to the H to the I to the P. That's what the Revelation 13 and 16 is, man. And that's the hour of temptation, because we're going to have to walk by faith like our forefathers. Elijah prayed for the land to not get rain, man. And guess what the Lord did? The Lord had him eat. He was walking by full faith. And likewise, many more prophets. When Daniel was in the lion's den, the Lord had fed him in that time of temptation. So we're about to get ready to go through our temptation, man. You got it, bro.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10 at the bottom, which shall come upon all the world.
So it don't matter if you a nigga that got a lot of money. Oh, I got assets. I got businesses. I got stocks. It don't matter if you're one of those guys, the uppity niggas. It don't matter if you're a regular quote unquote middle class dude. It don't matter if you're super rich. Everybody's gonna be forced to take that implementation, man. If you don't do it, you're not gonna have none of your money. Your bank account, everything's gonna be shut off because they're gonna do away with cash, man. All right. And when they do that, you got like the ones that don't take it. The only way you're gonna be able to make it is by trusting in the Lord. And a lot of people are not building up that faith in this time right now. They're focused on the outward carnality, man. And that's not going to save you in these times. You can get Proverbs 11 and 4. Quick Bible shot before we continue that. Because guess what? That's not going to save you, man. See? You can be the most balling. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most balling nigga you think you is, man. But that ain't going to stop you from getting judged by the Lord. And also, Esau is the devil. He can shut that device off. What if he shut the device off, man? And he will do that. This is Esau we're talking about. Then how you gonna make your purchases? You sat out there and bowed down to him. He just shut your shit off because let's say you spoke out the wrong way. You did something he didn't like, and he just shut your shit off. Now you can't go buy shit. You see, that Esau will do that, man. So you can't trust this guy. But the Lord has it set up where a majority of the Lord's people is in that strong delusion, so they gonna really think they can have a covenant with Esau and it's gonna go through. This nigga finna come down. This nigga's coming down with great wrath on a lot of you Israelites, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
And riches does it. Like the scripture say, money is a defense. But if the Lord is getting ready to judge your ass, your money can't save you, man. See, the money can't save you from the Lord's judgment. It don't matter how rich you are. It don't matter how much status you have. If the Lord doesn't have the hedges of protection over you, your ass ain't gonna make it, man. You're gonna take that C to the H to the I to the B, and you're gonna be destroyed, man. See, so that's what this grace period is for. It's for you to build up your faith. It's for you to grow closer to the Lord, so the Lord can give you the ability to be able to endure. Most of these people, they're not gonna endure, man. See, they gonna say their kids, "Oh, Daddy, I'm hungry," and they gonna take that advice, man. See, they gonna lose their job. You know, certain men, man, you're gonna have to walk away from your job. All right, and when you do that situation, most Jake, you know, me myself, I've never been homeless. I've never been on the side of the road. You know, but guess what? The Lord is gonna be with us in that time. That's why we're able to go into that with confidence, because we know that, hey, Yahweh Shem Shah be with us. If we serve Yahweh Shem Shah, He's gonna make sure we're good, like He did our forefathers.
This is Sirach chapter 40, verse 26. It says, riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. There is no want in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and it needeth not to seek help.
You need no help. And when you go into that word want in the Hebrew, it goes into being in need, man. So guess what? The Lord's gonna supply us with everything we need if we fear Him, man. It's a condition to it. Just like there's supposed to be conditions in marriage. People don't abide by that shit nowadays. See, but it's actually supposed to be conditions in marriage. That's why they say all the vows and everything. Well, that's how it is with the Lord. If you want to serve the Lord, you got to follow His conditions. If a woman wants to be married to you, she's supposed to be faithful to that man. She's not supposed to leave that man. That's how it is with the Lord. If you want to serve the Lord, you're supposed to be faithful to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. See, you're supposed to do your duties in marriage. Most people, they don't want to do that, man. But guess what? The fear of the Lord is what will lead to you doing it, because that's what the fear of the Lord is, to depart from evil. That's what makes you be obedient, because you believe in the Lord's judgments and you fear it. You don't want to partake in that, man.
I'll say, well, the point you made, you likened it unto marriage, and that's what this that's that promise that we made to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. It is a marriage, our forefathers at the bottom of that mountain, when Moses came back and sprinkled the blood upon us. That was a covenant between us and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man.
Yeah, I actually got that. That's the spirit you mentioned.
God, yeah, we can
you got it.
Just the in Exodus 24 and 6, it says, and Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, and those people are and were the Israelites, so we're the descendants of those people. Right? That's the thing that Esau tried to do, is disassociate the Israelites from, like basically disassociate us from being the Israelites. Y'all know what I mean? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He wanted to have it to where we don't know who we are. It says,
but like it don't say every nation was in the wilderness with us.
Right.
It's just Israel.
Right.
So that pertains to somebody, a nation today.
Yep. It says, and he took the book of the covenant, and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had said, we will do and be obedient. It says, verse 8.
I do. That's literally where you get the tradition of I do. Mm-hmm. Right? From life to death do we depart, we won't depart, however, fuck no. Yeah. Riches and poverty and riches, thick and thin, pretty much.
Yeah. We said our vows with the Lord, right?
Right.
If I may add on to that point that he made. In Hebrews 6:13, but when Yahweh made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee. And so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. Just going into the fact that that's the word that Abraham said he would do. And then the Lord, being almighty and great like he is, he actually acknowledged and kept his word. like you're going in on that revelation side. When you get, you're about to go in on, like, he's going to keep his word at the end of the day.
Yep. Beautifully put, man. Because the Lord is not unrighteous. Matter of fact, I'm trying to forget Hebrews 6 and 10 real quick. The Lord is not going to forget, the brothers sacrificed everything that we didn't let go of. Brothers had to forsake various things. You may have to forsake relationships. You may have had to lose certain opportunities, quote unquote opportunities, because really this shit don't matter. All this stuff is going to pass away. You may have let go of particular loves that you had, maybe certain hobbies that you were real into, and you had to let it go. All right? Well, guess what? Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to reward us for that. It's not void. It's not vain, man. You see, all of our labor has got a reward at the end of it. What that biggest reward is going to be salvation. And also, it comes along with the Lord restoring all the stuff that we lost. You got it, bro.
This is Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yep, your work and labor of love, because that's what ministry means. Minister means to serve, man. So guess what? Those that are actually serving the Lord, that are actually doing the Lord's work, the Lord's going to be with them, man. You see? The Lord's going to make sure his servants is good. My servant. That's why you have scriptures like 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. That's why you got precepts like the Psalms, man. My servant shall eat. My servant shall be merry and have abundance. You see, that's Isaiah 65 and 13, man. The Lord going to make sure the men that serving him is good. You see, but the thing is, we got to hold our end of the bargain. You see, that's why the scriptures say, if you shall keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love. It's conditions to it. You can't just, oh yeah, I love the Lord, and you just doing whatever you want to do. Nah, man. That's like a woman saying she love a dude, but she got an OnlyFans account. She cheating on him. You ain't serving the man. You see, you speaking bad about him. You're not representing him well. You being a hoe when you walking out in the world. So guess what? You don't really love that man. That's how it is to the Lord. If you actually love the Lord, you're gonna actually do what he said, man.
Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10 in the middle, which ye have shown toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
And do minister, because you got to continue. You can't stop. You got to go all the way into the end, man. You got to still serve the Lord even when shit get hard. And shit's going to get harder and harder out here, man. That's what we're going into. The Spirit has going into that. The hour of temptation, it's going to get harder. It's not going to get easier. See? Esau is going to start coming more down on us. They're about to mandate that C to the H, I to the P. So brothers going to lose jobs. Brothers going to have to walk away from everything they built up, quote unquote built up. We know this shit is temporary, but everything that we so-called have, we're going to have to be willing to walk away from it in these coming times. You see? Now brothers ain't in no proud spirit. Like, I know I'm ready, but guess what? This is what we're going to do. As long as the Lord got the Spirit on us to serve Him, we're going to go as hard as we can, man. And we're going to believe in the Lord's saving power. You see? Because I ain't know that's all you can do. That's the only way you're going to be able to make it in these times. By Yahweh Bashem Shai sustaining you. See, Esau's been completely all these niggas that think I got bunkers, I got all this, I got guns, I got Dracos with extended clips. All that bullshit is not gonna save you, man. You see, that Esau has drones that'll literally see your face and go right to you and just explode on your ass. He got robots and flamethrowers.
That was a movie, but the technology's there.
Oh yeah.
That was a movie, but the technology's there. You know what I mean? He foreshadows all the stuff that he has, in the vault, in the movies and stuff like that. And obviously, we know facial recognition, Face ID. That's been on iPhones since 2018. Before then, after they got rid of the thumb scan, when they got the iPhone, what was it? I think it was like XR or iPhone X, iPhone 10. That was like the first where it's scanning your face to unlock the phone. That's biometric. That shit was 2017. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this dude of course he got that. And then the guys at Oracle, they said that they're not gonna. Certain companies, for example, Oracle, they're not gonna start using they're gonna stop using passwords. They're not gonna be using passwords much longer. They're just gonna do biometric identification, and then if you don't match, like that movie X-Men, the first X-Men, like if you wanted to walk into Professor X's thing, where he plugged into Cerebro or whatever, it was an iris scan, and then Mystique was able to get in there because she morphed her eye to his shit, you know what I mean? That was the only way she was able to get in, But so they were showing you that shit back in 2000. I remember I was like in elementary school that movie came out. You know what I mean? So yeah, this ain't nothing new, man. But y'all got it.
Oh yeah, yep, man. You can't fight against that nigga. That's that new blessing, man. The Lord blessed Esau with that sword, bro. And it's not no way in hell you're gonna be able to defeat him with it. See?
Well, like a couple months ago, you had the attack, with the pagers. Pretty much the pagers, they put out a vibration, and the pagers started blowing niggas' heads off. So we walking around with explosives in our back pockets. Esau could, if a nigga, if you trying to flee from Esau, he got a bunker. That nigga, he got your PS5 blow up. Nigga think he good. So what can you do, man?
Except trust in the Lord.
Right.
That's the only way you're gonna make it, man. Ain't no other way to make it. See? Matter of fact, a brother can get Revelation 2 and 10. Because a lot of guys think you just finna tiptoe your ass to the kingdom, man. You gonna just get all the blessings, get rewarded like Yahushua did. Meanwhile, Yahushua come down here and suffer. No, the scriptures say the servant is not greater than his Lord. So we got to go through our test. See, we got to bear our cross. See, and if we do keep the faith to the end, then the Lord is gonna be with us. He gonna deliver us. See, so you got to actually suffer like Yahushua did, man. It ain't finna be no just go on make it to the kingdom. I'm just some great man. Nah, bro. You got to prove yourself to the Lord, and that's what this time period is. The proving time. During this grace period, it's gonna be moments where you lower, and moments where you a little higher, and you still got to keep serving the Lord, regardless. See, you got it, bro.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer."
Because you're gonna suffer. The men of the Lord have always suffered. They've always went through persecution. If you shall live godly, you shall suffer persecution. You see, because the Lord didn't get a world to spirit to receive Yahushua, to receive the doctrine. So this doctrine creates you to be an enemy to the world. People hear this doctrine. Matter of fact, we're gonna get John 3 next. People hear this doctrine, and it starts channeling them demons in them, or they'll just see how you live in your life and how your conduct is, and they'll just hate you for some reason because the demons is on them. That's how it is for the majority of the world, and that's how it was when Yahushua was on the scene. Yahushua is a stumbling block that most people cannot receive. You got it, bro.
It says, Revelation 2 and 10, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison."
We're gonna get brought through that, man. He's done it in past times, bro. Esau's already done this stuff, man. You see, he didn't put Jake in bondage. He didn't throw your ass in those little CAMPs, man. All right? Because, guess what? You can read about it. You read the Maccabees, how he was. Esau was putting people to death for not being Hellenized, man. He's going to do the same thing now. Because it's the same devil in reincarnation. But now the Lord got a whole other type of spirit on him. Now this nigga's on a real demonic ass. He's on a whole other new level of being a demon, man. It's to the point where he wants to actually ultimately take the Lord's woman. See? But we got to sigh and cry. We got to cry out to the Lord to the end, man. That's the only way you're going to be able to make it. The Lord has to deliver you. You got it, bro.
Yep.
And it said devil. That word devil really means deceiver, man. Right. Esau is the ultimate deceiver. All right, that can be a man. A man can be likened into a devil. See? And then Satan, that word Satan means adversary. So your adversary can be what? A person. That's why Yahushua called Peter Satan at a point. Because he was being adverse to the spirit at one point. When they were about to go take Yahushua to be crucified, Peter smote the dude in the ear. It was like, fuck that. Nah, man. And then Yahushua said, "Get behind me, Satan." He was being adverse in that moment. You see, so that shows you that Satan can actually be a man, a person. But the man of Satan, the man of the devil is Esau Edom. You got it, bro.
Yep.
Well, and just to clarify, Satan is a demon, but he just hops on people. You know what I'm saying? He influences people. He puts spirits on people. Just like how the right-hand side, you got the angels. Like right now, we're speaking through the Holy Spirit. Like, the Lord's giving us the words to speak, you know? And then on the left-hand side, like, for example, when a scoffer comes up, then you got that opposing spirit, right? Which is Satan. Satan means what? Adversary. Shaitan in the Hebrew, right? So it's just it's like a magnet, positive and a negative. You know what I mean? But what was I gonna say? But he does hop on people, and Esau is Satan's physical counterpart. You know what I mean? Y'all got it.
If I may add to, just like you read the scriptures, how Satan, he hopped on Judas Iscariot, right? So it's the spirit that actually jumps over. You know, so yeah, just to back up your point, it's boom, yes, Satan is a man. You know, and he can pretty much jump on in any flesh for the most part. But there is a spiritual counterpart that plays or does his bidding on the planet. Make no mistake about it.
Oh yeah, and guess what? He's the Lord. The Lord tells Satan what to do, man.
Yep.
You read about that in Job, the 1st chapter.
That's right.
Satan can't do nothing unless the Lord ordains it.
That's right.
So if a nigga can't get it,